Right. 21 December 2025, and we're just a few days from Christmas. So I've got quite a number of stories to cover. And Gambakwe Media, one of the last media houses covering, as everyone is on holiday. So if you look at South Africa, almost all the newspapers are currently closed. And it's so exciting to be one of the only newspapers that are left, covering all our newspapers open, and our robots doing a lot of work. So let's quickly go through everything that is taking place. We've got a lot that is happening right now in Zimbabwe. There is a gang that is currently rampaging in Zimbabwe, and it has so far killed 10 people in the past week. And yesterday, a young 14-year-old girl has been kidnapped and was taken away by the gang. And I do not know if the girl has now been recovered, but the gang is very active. The police are not able to do anything. And the Mnangagwa has apologized. So I'll give you more details on that. But we have a big story that is taking place right now, as today is the first day of the CAF AFCON, which is going to be played in Morocco. So yesterday we've covered that the prize money has been increased to $10 million, and every country who is participating out of the 24 is going to be getting $1 million. So we'll be covering that every single day. We're going to start having a nightly update on AFCON on fumojena.com. So I'll be letting you guys know about that coverage for AFCON. But let's quickly go into what has happened at Guruve. So as I said, a young girl of 14 years, on top of the 10 people that have been killed, a 14-year-old girl has been kidnapped. It has now been revealed that the gang is hiding in the mountains of Guruve and killing people operating from the mountains. And the police have failed to go there with their dogs and their drones. They failed to find those people because they're operating from the caves at Guruve. People are living in extreme fear because these people are even killing people from the windows. So if they find you with an open window and you are sleeping in your house, they can even attack you from outside. And the local ZANU-PF officials are refusing to work. The councillor is refusing to admit that there's more than one person involved. Although survivors have said that many people are present during the attack. When people are being attacked, there are voices of many people being heard. So this gang comes and attacks people from the dark and it disappears. They just kill. And the councillor in that particular place called Guruve is refusing to admit that there is a gang. They are blaming one young man called Zimbabwe, but it's clear that this is not the work of one person, as the attacks are taking place in many different areas. So there is a big gang of more than 7 people attacking people, and the police have not put in place the resources needed to address the issue. However, Mnangagwa sent someone over there, and they have apologized and obviously for releasing the 7 people who were arrested by the youngsters, and they have vowed that these people will be caught and they'll be paraded. However, as it stands right now, no one really knows who it is. So they don't know. They don't even know the people who were arrested. There's no photograph of them. When they arrested them, the neighborhood watch arrested them. The police didn't even take a picture of the guys. So no one has the picture right now. And let's see what the people who represent Mnangagwa said yesterday when they arrived at the funeral of the last group of 2 people who were killed by this gang. This gang is so scary that people are sleeping in one room, 10, 20 people sleeping in one room at Guruve. They are under siege. The whole group, community of Guruve is under siege. And as I said yesterday, a young girl was taken from her home and they took her to the bushes and did all sorts of untold things to her. This is the second girl that has been taken The first girl was taken. The police have not even completed an investigation on that issue. And now there's another girl who has been taken, a 14-year-old girl, by this same gang. And I do not know if they've recovered this girl who was taken by this gang. So let's look at what this man said when he represented Mnangagwa at the funeral. There was a big funeral where Mnangagwa was slammed by all the people there for not doing enough. ZANU-PF, the police, intelligence, all these guys are failing to do enough to address this situation. So let's see if we can find this video where a man who represents Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF was speaking and apologized for this situation at Guruve.
Munamato wangu wokuti yenya kuparadza abatwe tiri kuzama iko zvinotanzwa kuchema kwenyu takati mapurisa ende munotora vanhu vaya vamakarilisa
Okay, you can go and watch that video at Zimquick and Slay Media, who are covering this on the ground. So let me explain what has happened. Over the past year, there has been many murders where people were being murdered. And now it has gotten to a point where in 1 week, 10 people have been murdered, and most of them are women and babies. So 2 babies among the people who were killed, including an elderly woman and a 6-year-old girl who was in there. And then among these people is a 6-month-old baby who was being held on the hands by her mother. They attacked a group who was hiding and sheltering together because people are just sleeping together in one room. And now yesterday they have taken and kidnapped a young girl of 14 years old. This is yesterday that I'm talking about. After we covered this in the morning, in the evening, they have gone and kidnapped a 14-year-old girl. And right now we don't know if they found that girl who was kidnapped by the gang. However, the councillor in the area is claiming that it's only one person. And it's unbelievable that one person can do such a thing and keep coming back to the community. So that is crazy. And we're covering this story. And also we'll be giving you updates as anything happens at Guruve. So sad to see policing collapsing in Zimbabwe. The police are unable to do anything. They went with the dogs, but they didn't go into the mountain. They claim to have drones, but no one has gone into the mountain. These guys are living in the mountainous areas and raiding the community from over there. Youngsters are now going into the mountains to look for these guys, while police are not doing anything. So the police at Guruve are being slammed for not doing anything at all. So let's see what happens. I hope these guys get caught, and I hope they don't just shoot them. Because the problem with Zimbabwe police, what they do is when they do an investigation, instead of properly capturing the people and understanding what's going on, they shoot whoever they find, and then we don't know what happened. Like the Mnangagwa situation, they've shot 4 people dead so far. And so far, we do not know what happened, who caused the situation, what was the motive. This is the problem we have. And at Guruve right now, the community under siege, going into Christmas, sleeping in large groups of 10 or 20 people in a room so that they don't get killed. So sad. Okay, and I think let's quickly run through the news. I've got so much to cover. This is so emotional for me. I don't want to see people being under siege for years, for months. This lady who was killed when she was walking last week, she was walking 600 meters, around 6, from one homestead to another. She only walked 100 meters, and they came from the bushes and killed her. and also killed the baby which was walking with. This happened 2 days ago, and the police are behaving as if this is normal. If it was me, I would send the army at Guruve and I'll sweep that area and clear those guys. I do not know why they're not doing this. They need to send the army into Guruve right now, because these guys are a very dangerous gang. They are occultic. Whoever is sending them is an occultic person. They're not doing this for money. They're doing this as part of an occultic activities, or what we call mabinya. This is dangerous. And the police and the responsible authorities in Harare are not doing enough to protect the people of Guruve. All right, let's quickly go through the news. As you can see, we've been waiting all night. I slept here around 2, waiting for ZEC to make an announcement. Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, very disappointing. They have not made an announcement on the elections in Nkulumane. However, we know the result. The ZANU-PF candidate, Freedom Murechu, has won the election at Nkulumane according to my reliable sources. He's won the election with over 3,000 votes. This is after the opposition candidates were not able to field a strong group of candidates. So they were not able to unite. You can see the ballot over here. This is the Nkulumane ballot. It had almost 10 people. Those 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people over here. And the ZANU-PF candidate, obviously, because of the money and finance, they were able to win the election. And so for the first time in 20 years, ZANU-PF is going to be having a candidate who wins at Nkulumane. It has never happened before. This was the highest turnout in an election, which means ZANU-PF bussed people into this constituency from all over the place. They were ready. Over 200 people turned away at this election from different constituencies. This is crazy. Something fishy went on at Nkulumane. But let's see what happens. Normally, these guys, when they win, they do nothing. They go away. Look at what happened at Glenview. After the candidate won at Glenview, nothing has happened. She has never came back there again. So people must learn. They need to vote for the opposition, not for ZANU. What kind of persons vote for ZANU in an urban area? That is crazy. Then Emerson Mnangagwa Jr. is celebrating his birthday. So Emerson Jr., I think this is the oldest son of Mnangagwa, and he is going to be probably one of the people that they want to take a position in Zimbabwe. So Emerson Jr. over here, you can go and check out being celebrated all over by ZANU-PF and people around him. So that is Emerson Mnangagwa Jr. And then David Coulthard, one of the best mayors in Zimbabwe, meeting with Pius Ngube. So Pius Ngube is now retired. I did not know he was still alive, but here is Pius Ngube with David Coulthard. Amazing stuff. I didn't know that he was still alive. And then let's look at other things happening. Tendai Biti will be having an interview soon. So today or tomorrow we'll be able to show you the interview from Tendai Biti and what he's got to say, particularly about the way forward. Look at those shoes from Tendai Biti. That is amazing. Tendai Biti, looking good. I like it. Let's see if he's going to say something of interest. And then Dubai investors have dumped the project at Mount Hamden. They are no longer going to be investing in Zimbabwe. As I said 3 years ago, Dubai will never invest in property in any other country. Money comes into Dubai. It does not come out of Dubai. So now Egyptians are going to take over the project at Mount Hamden for the Mount Hamden Smart City. So Zimbabwe is not going to be having any investors from Dubai. That will never happen. And I've said it over and over again. It's a waste of time. Even if they bring a jet full of investors, people from Dubai, people from India, they will never invest in your country. It will never happen. They've got a hit and run mentality. That is what they do. So this group, which are supposed to build the Mount Hamden Smart City, is not going to do it. You can go and check this out at the Herald newspaper. They've got this story in full detail. And then one of the CCC's MPs has passed away. You can go and check at one of the MPs of Kariba. She has posted this. That is Kimpton Mkombwe. has passed away after his mine collapsed, and is a councillor for CCC, I believe, in the Midlands, somewhere there. His mine collapsed and he died, according to the report by Murumbedzi. Go and check it out on a profile. And then South African youngster Rikas Kailenda has disappeared in Mozambique. He had gone snorkeling with a group of 12 and he disappeared. 18-year-old Rikas Kailenda, a student and a pupil at Krugersdorp. He went to Mozambique with a group and then disappeared under the water. So the family is looking for him right now as we speak. Then Namibia has accepted the United States current and the new visa requirements, which require $15,000 deposit before you get a visa. So you can go and check out details at formerjournal.com. And also CAF has announced 10 million. That is Patrice Motsepe announcing that CAF will now be giving a prize money of $10 million to the winner of the AFCON Cup, which is currently being held from today till the 28th of January 2026. So we'll be covering this every single day. And if you're an analyst and you want to join me every night on analyzing what's happening with AFCON, let me know. This is going to happen now. And again in what is 4 years from now? That is 2029 or 2030. So 2030 AFCON in Ngeripo. If you want to analyze this with me every single night, you must be willing to do so. You'll be able to come to me and we'll do it every single night. What's happening? What games have been played? Who has won? We need to cover AFCON as much as possible. So WhatsApp me there if you're an analyst, and then you join me every single night. You will be doing the work. I'll be just saying yes, no, yes, no. That is me. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Let's go to the newspapers and let's start and see. Remember, the South African newspapers are closed. So there's no South African newspaper. Everyone is at home. No one stays in South Africa in Joburg. No one at all. Joburg is working city. So everyone is in Joburg. In December, they go home. And if you print a newspaper, no one will buy it. So there's no newspaper from South Africa right now. Zimbabwean newspapers, I do not know if they're open, but normally they stay open, especially the Sunday Mail and Sunday News. The H Metro is closed. So the H Metro is closed until later. So let's see if the Sunday News and Sunday Mail have published. So yes, the Sunday Mail and the Sunday News have published. So good job, guys, for doing this. You are better than Gambakwe. You're better than Gambakwe. So let's look at the Sunday Mail newspaper. There's what is called the Zimpopst Hub. They're doing a lot of good job. So go check out the way they're doing new model over there of publishing. So let's look at Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa hands over the national flag to the national hero Brigadier General Mark Charles Chimbaza's widow, Viola, at the National Heroes Acre yesterday. So we covered this. Go and watch Gambakwe. You will see Mnangagwa's speech. Well done, Mnangagwa. Your speech was good. The guy who's writing Mnangagwa's speech is doing a good job. You can see that that guy knows what he's doing. Then Egyptian experts expected to start work at new smart city. As I said, Dubai will never ever invest in any other country. They will tell you that they will invest, but they will never do it. So they've stopped and the Egyptians have taken over. Then VP Chiwenga and his delegation shown some of the artifacts at Bigfoot Museum in Goa, India. So General Chiwenga is still in India together with Mini, looking very good. General Chiwenga is doing so well. And then let's look at other things. What else do we have here? Very quickly, I'm not going to read everything. Right. Guidelines on the new proposed reserved sector regulations, statutory instrument 215 of 2025. We are going to unpack this for you. Go to Gambakwe after 20 minutes. I'll put this full document for you so that you can see it. And then Econet is announcing in Franco. So Econet is delisting from the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. And there will be Econet Tower, telecom infrastructure supporting the nation's digital backbone, distributed power, Zimbabwe clean energy for business with zero upfront investment, Econet properties, strategic land development aligned to tomorrow's economy. So this is the new Econet that they are bringing here. What is missing here? So Strive is doing a lot of work on AI. And I do not think they have done their homework on AI. AI is going to be big. I'm surprised that they don't have some sort of AI business in their new structure. So this is very surprising to me because Strive is doing the most on AI in the whole of Africa. It is leading when it comes to anything to do with AI and Google. So I wonder why they do not have something to do with AI in their business, because every single country is going to need to have an AI infrastructure. So I'm very surprised to see this. Maybe I'm missing it, but they don't have any AI in their future plans. That is crazy. I can't believe it. So I hope that they fix that because Econet is leading in terms of data centers, in terms of cloud, and also in terms of the GPUs. Econet is the one which is leading across the whole of Africa. In fact, I wonder why they didn't have AI in their business. Then let's look at Zimpost. So when you look at Zimpost, you are looking at this man here, Postmaster General Maxwell Chitendeni. This man is a Postmaster General and is celebrating 135 years of postal services in Zimbabwe. And you can see Tatenda Mavetera over here. So many pictures of Tatenda Mavetera. It's crazy. And then Zimpost for showcasing their services. You can see here with who is this guy? She didn't write the name of the people who are here, but you can see Tatenda Mavetera with the whole big insert here of Econet, and then Digital Hub are selling chargers, cables, ear things. So go over there and check it. Then Invest of Zimbabwe 2025 Presidential Innovation Fair Awards. That is where Mnangagwa presented. We are going to unpack this for you on Gambakwe within the next hour. You can go and check it out. I'll put all these details for you on Gambakwe. So I would like to move away from this newspaper. I think we've covered everything that's here. Big newspaper, the biggest newspaper. If you've got $2, buy the Herald on Thursday and the Sunday Mail on Sunday. So much information. Then let me see this last picture here before I go. New master statement on new era of state administration in Zimbabwe. And then you can see heartfelt congratulations to the recently appointed Master's Office Board. So this little building here is looking amazing. They fixed it up just there by 4th Street. You can see it's looking amazing. I don't know what it's about, but go and check it out in the Sunday Mail newspaper. Then let's go to the Sunday newspaper. So we said Sunday Mail and then Sunday newspaper. So Sunday News is the Bulawayo version. So let's see what is in here. Mnangagwa speaking, obviously. Mnangagwa is doing very well. So many people following Mnangagwa. And then peaceful poll in Nkulumane by-election. So they are not saying here who has won. But I've got the numbers. The guy who won is the ZANU-PF according to their own announcement. ZANU-PF has announced this. ZANU-PF candidate is one. You can go and check the numbers on Gambakwe. We've already put them over there. And then let's see what else is here. Authorities to offload impounded overloaded buses. If you go with an overloaded bus, you'll be impounded. And then criminals of Bulawayo are over here. So the quiet champions of Bulawayo, citizens weaving community strength through service. So these are the top stories of Bulawayo. You can go and check it out. And then I don't think I will read the whole newspaper. I'm just checking if there's anything that stands out here, which I want to read. Okay. Zifa sounds alarm on dual registration. So in soccer, go and check out all the soccer stories in the Sunday News newspaper. There's a lot here. And then let's see if there's anything else. All right. I want to look at these guys here. Ino Kimlauzi receives his Player of the Year award from Chief Mbusi Takamela. while Ruth Ngube and Dinka United President Honor surveyed the moment. So this guy here is called Brilliant Ngube. So who is Brilliant? I don't know who is Brilliant. Let's see here. I'm trying to find out. Addressing the players, Chief Dakamela challenged them to aim higher and work harder as the club targets promotion next year. So I'm trying to see who's Brilliant Ngube so that I understand. But I'm not seeing the details here. But I think he's the owner of Ngai United. That is Brilliant Ngube. You can go and Google him if you want to know more details about him. Right, I think we've covered that. Let's go to Facebook, to our people. And we're going to go to all the most interesting people. Let's start with Ezra. This page can project that Freedom Moyo of ZANU-PF is won in Nkulumane parliamentary by-election. Is it called Freedom Moyo or Freedom Rechu? Okay, maybe it's called Freedom Rechu Moyo. I don't know. But it's 6 hours ago. It's not a prediction. I think that is what has happened. So that is Ezra Swanda. Ezra Chisa. Swanda. Ezra Chisa. Chisa. Then Madam Boss. Let's see what Madam Boss is saying. Ano Pisa Semoto. Basa. Re usiku mangwana nitovata naika. So that is Madam Boss over here. She's looking so sleepy. It's so sad. This job, it makes you so sleepy. Look at her eyes. She's worse than me. Madam Bozaman. And then let's look at Minnie. Is Minnie back? Is she back? I want to quickly look at Minnie. She's a national treasure. Everyone loves her. So, truth to be told, Zimbabwe is one of the best performing countries in the pageantry this past few years. Congratulations to Advocate Lisa Spanda for being in the top 10. So, this is the top 10 of Miss Cosmo. And you can see that Zimbabwe is one of the top countries here in Miss Cosmo. That's amazing. Good job, Advocate Lisa Spanda. I want you to represent me when I come to Zimbabwe. And then there's someone called Atheist. Who is Atheist? And then that's amazing. Look at it. Go over there and check it out. And then let's go to President Hakainde Hichilema, my favorite president. 2 million followers. What is he saying today? So, more women, more youth, and differently abled in parliament. And then, dear Lord, bless our families, our nation, and all who seek your peace today. That is President Hakainde Hichilema over there. Go check it. Go check him out. And then let's go to President Opo Chingono. Let's go to Opo Chingono. I like him. Let's go and see what he's doing over there today. So I want to see if he's covering anything important. There's nothing that Opo doesn't cover. He's covering music. So if you want to listen to music that Opo does, check it out. So a ruling party and the president of the Senate are losing their minds over a light-hearted radio poll. Go check it out. Miss Red, she's green. And then let's go to President Duma Boko, my president of Botswana, Gideon Duma Boko. Right, let's see President Gideon Duma Boko, what's happening over there very quickly. What is he saying today? So, the future of culture, so he hasn't posted anything new ever since that time when I talked to you yesterday. Okay, I think I've covered everyone that we normally cover. I don't think Chido is posted. I don't think she's posted. She's done so much this week. Chido Sanyatwe. You know that very soon you'll be hearing about Sanyatwe. In 2028, Sanyatwe is going to come. You're going to see him. He's going to be contesting together with Chiwenga and Tagwire. All right. I would like to. I'll go on what's happening with the visas. So I'll give you guys details on what's happening with the American visa very soon. So I'll do that for you on Fumojena. It's very big. If you're in America, if you're planning to go to America, it's not going to be easy. Even if you've got a visa, even if you've got a green card, things are changing. America is not a place where you play around. That place is amazing. So going to America should not be easy. And it won't be easy. It will be very hard. So it'll be so hard for you to go to America, it will be more hard. So let's look at Chamisa. Guys, things are changing. Going to America won't be easy for you. So think of something else in your village. Okay, trust that endures. Some trust in chariots, on others in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. Not in power, not in things, not in chariots, not in horses, but in God's name. When the world leans on self-strength, choose to lean on God's strength. Blessed Sabbath. Our God is in it. God is in it. Chamisa, my own boy. If I leave my village 2 hours, I'll be there. I will have breakfast together. I like him. Then let's go to Sanyatwe. What does Sanyatwe say? These are my people. I follow them every day. Follow these people. Chamisa, Sanyatwe, Chiwenga, Mini, Mnangagwa, Auxilia. Those are the people you must follow. You will see 2028 will be so hot, and I'll be in Zimbabwe running this whole thing. So this time you're going to see proper media coverage of everything. Atirare, Isu, Atirare. And then let's look at, we've looked at Sanyatwe, we'll look at Chamisa. Let's look at Mnangagwa. What did Mnangagwa say? So Sanyatwe has been posted since 14 December. Mnangagwa, let's see what Mnangagwa has posted. Mnangagwa, 2030 wanenge wasipo. 2030 wanenge wasipo. Wanenge wari kwa Janet. Wachimwa koti rao. Aredoro. So Mnangagwa is not using that profile. He's using President of Zimbabwe. Let's go to President of Zimbabwe. So President of Zimbabwe is very interesting, because I don't think there's anyone actually running the social media of Mnangagwa. If someone was running this one, we'll be having so many pictures, but very few pictures. So we need more pictures from Mnangagwa. Then First Lady of Zimbabwe. There's that girl, Anobata Begi Auxilia. She's the one who takes these pictures. She's so interesting. So 18 December, that's when she last posted. So let me tell you about the female bodyguards. So Mam Juru, she had this female bodyguard. She was the best bodyguard you've ever seen. And she was so nice. I got a number that time when they were over here in South Africa. These female bodyguard ladies, they know everything. So if you want to know with Auxilia, what is she up to? Go to that girl who was the bag. You will hear everything. Kuti, Emerson Arkudai, Emerson that girl. She knows everything about Auxilia. The bodyguards, they know everything. So when I was in Zambia, a bodyguard, Opa, the girl, she's the one who was guarding me when I was sitting in the back of a truck. Almost an hour. She was just standing next to me. But she's very nice. She's okay. She's fine. So let's go. Who else did I forget? I tend to like hearing my own voice. People tell me, let's go and see who else we haven't covered. I'm thinking harder and faster. Mo Hardy. Mo Hardy talked yesterday. Mo Hardy was opening a clinic. So that is Mo Hardy. You can go and check it out. Mo Hardy. I'm looking for one more person before I go. Who did I not cover? I don't know. I think I've covered everybody. Wa Opa Muchinguri. What is this thing about Wa? Every time someone is speaking now, it's Wakadai, Warikut. It's funny when I'm listening to Zimbabwe speaking. I thought the word was Va. Now it's Wa. Very crazy. So, Wa Opa Muchinguri. Warikutitaridza wanu weku. This is Belarus. So the Belarusians, Minister of Defense, met Mnangagwa with Opa Mchinguri. You can go and check it out over at her. She was at first denying this profile. Now she agrees that it's a proper. So that is Opa Mchinguri, Minister of Defense of Zimbabwe. There. All right. I think I've covered everything. Let's go to an interesting development. So we've got a new product, and I want you guys to know. So if you buy one packet of Mve, this one, we're going to give you a new packet for 30 days. So this is a new packet. Unfortunately, they haven't pegged. So our guys haven't pegged. So I've got this. You're going to get this. This packet is got a herb that was used by Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. I don't know, maybe 20. So if you get this herb, this amount is for 30 days. You use 1 teaspoon a day in the morning and 1 teaspoon in the evening on top of Mve. and all your problems will be solved. Unoye uchipisa semoto. So that is our special. WhatsApp me. If you're in South Africa, you get it for free. If you're in UK, you get it for free. At the moment, I will tell you when it's available in Bulawayo and in Harare. But right now, UK, South Africa, and Scotland and Ireland, we're not delivering to the United States anymore. You get to packet. When you buy one, you get one. You get this one free. So that is our help. New special. I'll be advertising it to you, and we'll be approaching you guys privately to tell you what it is. So we won't tell you now because our answers is yesterday. Maningi atidi kuti vaziye ma secret edu. All right, I think I've covered everything. Let's quickly look at the comments. Chamisa uriere anuoye nawa opa amunawe. Is that not Shangani? I don't know, but when you go to Bishop Bridge, everyone is nice and they will ask you, Mambona ere wachamisa. Ano mbona ere wachamisa. Waripi? Amunawe mambona ere wachamisa. Waripi? Wariyoko America yo. Yes. How does one interpret in the same language? That is crazy. That is crazy, Peter. Did you see that? The guy is talking in Shona. And another guy is talking in Shona. That is called Kutsinizira. I didn't notice that, but now you said it, I understand. That is when the guy was talking at the funeral. The guy was also interpreting in Shona when the guy was talking in Shona. That's amazing. That's Kutsinizira. And then where's that man who won in Nkulumane from? So that is Freedom Murechu. Let me show you. So Freedom Murechu is actually from another suburb. You can be from another suburb and be a candidate, but you can't vote. So that's crazy. And the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, they are very disappointed because they haven't released the results. After they counted, they did not release the results. They just went away. That is crazy. I cannot believe it. And the reason why I did not contest in this election, I wanted to teach people of Nkulumane a lesson. Now you have a ZANU-PF member leading you. Imagine if Gambakwe was your MP. What was going to happen? All those things we're telling about were going to happen. I want you guys to learn a lesson. People of Nkulumane, you are going to learn a lesson with the ZANU-PF MP. You will never again vote for ZANU-PF MP after this. Muchaona. Muchaona vanhu vekunkulumane. Kuti chii chinonzi ZANU. ZANU muchaiziva. Kana usingaizivi ZANU, vakuzoiziva iko zvino. Ask the people of Glenview. They have never seen that girl who they voted for. Again. She has never come there. She didn't even visit Glenview. That is what is going to happen to the people of Nkulumane. It's so sad to see you voting for ZANU. All right, we've covered it all. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Support our sponsor Fixly. Download the app, and also remember to go to Google and go your free tire. Get your free tire. Cloud.google.com, skills.google.com. Don't be left out of AI. I would like to thank all of you for watching. It's been amazing this whole year. In January, we're starting our 30 days of prayer with the AFM. So I'm joining the AFM. We're going to be doing 30 days of prayer and fasting. And 2026 is the year of homecoming. It's going to be amazing. So join me. We'll give you a way to join and to pay. You're going to pay. Offering. Pastor Gambakwe. That is amazing. Thank you very much and a good day.